let's take a look at time entry. And here's my timesheet for the week. You can see it's laid out, grouped by project and task, and then with a column for every day of the week. I can click on, say, this first task on Monday and enter an hour and describe what I did. Say OK. And now that hour is added. And you'll also, if you look closely, there's a little green triangle in the top right corner. That green triangle indicates that there are comments on that time. So if I add time to Wednesday on the same row, this time I won't enter any comments. You can see my 1 hour does appear, but there's no little green triangle to indicate that I have comments marked on that. If I'm done with this week and maybe I want to work on next week or a previous week, you can navigate between weeks. I can keep going back to a previous week. If I want to add a new line, I can click the plus, select what project I worked on, select the task if needed, specify labor category, pay category, project account if needed, otherwise that should all default in for us. Select back, and there's my new project and task line, and I can enter my time, enter my comments, and say OK. You can also see that there are total lines. So there's a total for the project off to the right, and there's daily totals along the bottom, and then there's a week total along the bottom right. If I want to start over with my time entry, maybe I entered it for the wrong week or I jumped the gun, I can select Delete Timesheet and delete it. When I'm ready to start on next week's timesheet, I have a few options. I can copy my previous week's timesheet, which would bring forward all the details, and you can optionally include the comments or not. Or I can simply add the detail lines manually. I'll enter some hours. I'll add another row. If I need to delete a row, I can simply click on the row and select delete. That way I'm just deleting the one entry instead of the whole timesheet. I could also edit the row. Maybe I picked the wrong task. I can change the task to be the correct task. If I'm happy with my time for the week, I can submit it by selecting Submit Time, and that'll submit it for approval back in the system. There's also an option for a portrait layout. This is intended when you don't necessarily have as large of a screen resolution, or if you're holding the device in portrait.